And now for something completely different.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Strap yourself in.
Because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
What's going on?
1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go, 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 go!
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
And yes, I am very much mistaken.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Right, Chris.
Go, 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 go! No, it doesn't. I can't do it the same, can I? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good night, goodbye, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome along to Leicester Till I Die. We are live for you for this Grand Prix on YouTube, Leicester Till I Die TV, and exactly the same on Twitch. How the devil are we all doing? I apologise for the late start. I apologise. It's the first show. It's the first F1 watch along, and it has all gone a little bit boob up. So do forgive me for that. But welcome along here. I do like a night race. I do like a night race, and that's what we're going to get here in Bahrain. Looking forward to it. Hamilton going to get an 8th, or Verstappen going to complete the hat trick, or Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Russell. Anybody else going to pop up and cause a surprise or two? And I'm not sure who Martin Brundle is speaking to here, but he's speaking to somebody obviously of local origin. But good evening, and I say thank you all very much for joining us. Please subscribe. If you like this, we'll do it more and more. Well, we'll do it more. Obviously, we'll do it for every Formula One. On Sundays, where, of course, Leicester are not playing. And, of course, during the off-season as well. So we will be looking at doing that for you. Chris says, big up to yourself. Congratulations on the win yesterday. Verstappen, Perez, Alonso. You know, I'd like to see Alonso really, really, really do well. I mean, I like Aston Martin because it's Aston Martin. But again, and I know he's one of the big boys, if you like. You know, one of the top 6 if it was football. But, you know, he's obviously not won it for a while. He's not necessarily one of the big boys now. So I'd like to see him come back. I do like Aston Martin. Ferrari will choke as always this season. Unfortunately, Red Bull and Verstappen dominance this season again. I'm expecting only Mercedes can stop them. They don't look confident. They don't sound confident as well. They had a lot of problems, obviously, last year with the car. It doesn't look like they maybe have sorted it out yet, which is a bit worrying for them. Shane is in. Good afternoon, Shane. I've got to used to say afternoon. I need to type it somewhere, don't I? I have it tattooed on my eyelids. Good afternoon. How the devil are you? Welcome along, Shane. Gray's in. Hiya, Gray. How are you, sir? Hamilton has another dud car. It would appear so. Kate, afternoon, Chris. Admittedly, I know very little about Formula One, and like I say, you and me both. When the rules, I don't understand the rules. I don't understand the car. No, I just enjoy the racing, and especially if it's not one where with Speedway, where you've got the four guys on a bike. Whoever's first at the first corner, 9 times out of 10 goes on and wins it. And I hate races like that with Formula One. But when there's a few crashes, as long as the drivers are all right, and there are a few overtakes and battles and what have you, then it's all good fun. Hamilton was 8th yesterday. Yeah, if he's in 7th at the moment. We'll go through the poll in a second. George Russell, he outperformed Hamilton last season. Looks like he could well be doing exactly the same again this season. If you've got any comments about the coverage here as we go through it, please do let me know. As you know, I do like to have a graphic or two. Good, have a graphical too. So we might, if we get away with it, try doing that a bit later on. I have requested advice from Formula One to see if I can use it or not. I've not heard back. One lady said I could use it. Not sure how confident she sounded when she said it though. And the big boys haven't said yes or no yet. So I'm taking that as a yes. Cheers, everybody. Verstappen, I'm afraid, wins today, says Gray. You could be very right, sir. You could be very right. You know what, Gray, if you ever fancy coming on the show, on the Formula One show, and presenting with me, you would be most welcome, sir. But let's have a look and see what we have got here. There we go. You got me in beautiful, large colour. Yeah, just message me, mate. Oh, I tell you what, I'd say he doesn't like Formula One, allegedly. Mr. Clarkson is being interviewed. Jeremy. And I'm trying to see what he's got on his hat. I think he's just got a fence, to be honest with you. Yeah, I didn't think he liked Formula One. But, there we go. There we go. Right. This is the course. So you have got. It was first used in 2004. There's going to be 57 laps, 5,412 kilometres all around those 57 laps. I just want to zoom in a little bit on this one. Sorry, that's the length. Sorry, the length. Yeah, 5,402 kilometres. The race distance is 308. I guess that's 1,238 kilometres. Now I get it. What am I doing? let me have another gin. The course circuit length is 5.412 kilometres. Total race distance over the 57 laps is 308.238 kilometres. And the lap record is currently held from 2005. Wow. By Pedro de la Rosa. 1 minute, 31 seconds, 0.447. We mustn't forget those 0.447s. Great. Clarkson is one big offence. Is that fence that I need to climb over when I'm deciding about Brendan Rodgers? I have just written my BBC report today for Tuesday Talking Point, so see if it gets published. Mike is in. Good afternoon, Mike. How are you? How is the darts going? Hope you are well, young man. How did Newport get on yesterday? And Gray's just saying hello to everybody else. So that is the lap. And this, ladies and gentlefolk, is the grid. So, oh God, what am I doing? You can tell it's the first one, can't you? So Verstappen is in pole position. Perez is in second. So it's a Red Bull lockout on the first two places of the grid. And then we've got the Ferraris, third and fourth for Leclerc and Sainz. Alonso is on place fifth. Russell starts in 6th, Hamilton on 7th, Stroll on 8th, Ocon on 9th, Hulkenberg 10. That's good for Ocon, actually. Norris in 11th, Bottas 12th on the Alfa Romeo. Zhu is in 13th in the other Alfa Romeo. 14th is Tsonda in the Alfa Toro. Albon in the Williams is 15th, followed by the new guy on the grid this season, or one of them, Sargent, who's 16th. Magnussen is 17th on the grid for Haas. Pistori is in 18th. De Vries, 19th. Well, he should have stuck at playing football, shouldn't he? Because he wasn't any good at that. Oh, yes. Boom, boom. You know that's going to get said a lot. And Gasly is in 20th for Alpine, which is a surprise at the back there. So that is the grid. Mike, do you know your Formula One, Mike? Feel free to come on and join me if you fancy it. Because I'm very much the excited spectator, but I don't know the rules or anything like that. So if you fancy popping on, do let me know. Shane, here a fact: a driver has not won world champions when winning the first race of the season since 1617. Something like that was Nico Rosberg. Was it 1617? I'm sure Mike will know. Better than Leicester and Newport, I bet. It could be bloody much worse, couldn't we? Travis is in. Hope you are enjoying your Sunday, Chris and chat. This is my first year playing Fantasy Formula One. Did you make a league? I didn't. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I didn't. Purely because, a bit like, who are you going to predict to win the Premier League? It's one of 6 teams. It's going to be one of 4 drivers here, isn't it? So I haven't, but this is the first season that I have been doing it's only the second Formula One show that I have done. Nate, good morning, Nate from America. How the devil are you? Mrs. has gone to Forest, going to enjoy the F1. Enjoy it even more. Everton are winning 1-0. DRS Chris drag reduction system. I know that one. I knew that one. I can remember, see, I'm an old guy, and I can remember when you used to be able to refuel during a race and have as many sets of tyres as you want. And I know they're trying to make it a more level playing field, but here we go. Everton now 2-1 up. Wow. No, I'm with you, Nate. Yeah, Mike, as I say, message me on Twitter. Let me know, because I don't have a co-host for this at the moment. So if you want to come on and be my expert, yes, bloody hell, yes. And Damari Gray got the first goal. Who knew? If Damari Gray getting the first goal, it's like Gasly winning the Grand Prix from 20th today. Anyway, this is how it finished last season. Red Bull, of course, winning at a canter, in fairness. Ferrari and Mercedes battled it out for second. Ferrari, just looking at their car now, Ferrari got that by 49 points. Alpine, a very respectable third, but way down on the points. Followed by McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, Haas, AlphaTauri, and Williams. I've been watching a lot of old YouTube Formula One shows, and I can remember. I look back and I think, yeah, Williams used to win the World Championships. What has happened to them? Oh, mate, sorry. All right. I am sorry to hear that. Can you message me via YouTube? I'm not sure if you can. Have you been naughty again? I've just become Twitter blue, so what can I say? If we'd have played with SatNav yesterday, we still wouldn't have scored. Get around to making a brand new account. Become Green Mike. Drivers, Verstappen. Yes, again. He'd won it with, I've forgotten how many races left now, but he won it with quite a few. Leclerc was second with 308. Tight battle there with Perez at 305. Russell 275 in fourth. Sainz 246 in fifth. Hamilton way down in sixth. Way down. With 240. Then Norris on 122. Ocon on 92. Alonso, the two Alpines together there. Alonso 81 and Bottas on 49. I haven't gone further than that because A, it wouldn't fit on the graph, and B, let's be honest with you, it's only really the top 10 that matters. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Were you swearing after that? Was why you got banned? Won't be able to stick around, but I'll be back on later if your stream's still going. Hopefully I can catch some Formula 1 in the future. Yeah, you'd be most welcome, you know that, anytime, Nate, anytime. And this will be going as long as the race is going. So if there's a crash or two on the way, I'll get my sleeping bag out. Yeah, 10 minutes away. Like I say, although do you like Hamilton? I mean, I like Hamilton because he's British. I didn't think he'd got much of a personality, if I'm honest with you, and I think this is probably one of the reasons why he's actually never won Sports Personality of the Year, as far as I can know. You know, he just doesn't come across as chatty and relaxed, but he's just done something with a truth thing on the show, and to be honest with you, a lie detector thing it was, and he actually came across very well on that. But yeah, I'm a fan of his, but only because he's British. That said, I'm looking at Norris to do well. Certainly Russell as well. But it has. I did get a bit fed up with Hamilton keep winning. I mean, I'm pleased he did, and I'd like to see him get the 8th because he's British, and I want him to. I want him to actually break the record, take it off Schmeichel. What am I saying? Schumacher. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. I agree. Yeah, take care, Nate. See you soon, mate. All the best. Have a good time, whatever you're doing. Maybe see you later. Verstappen is a cheat. You know, but when you look back at all these, there's been a lot of cheating down the. You know, Schumacher taking out Damon Hill. You just look at those. You can find it. Go on the YouTube Formula One channel, and they actually have you can go live on there on the website. Sign up $2.99 a month, and you can have lots of in-cam footage and everything. But if you go onto the YouTube channel, which is obviously free, you can see there's battles. So you can, there's been a lot of cheating down the years. There really, really has. It looks like it's half time, is it, or at Nottingham Forest? I'm guessing it's still 2-1. Lando Norris, yes, hopefully he has a good season. Yep, I hope so too. Mike, fan of his driving, not how he comes across. Exactly. Right, I'm going to leave that up for a few minutes, as probably because it's the most important graphic at the moment, but I will, like I say, as we get on, I will bring some actual race graphics in for you. They're all obviously on the podium at the moment. What do you prefer, night races, day races, street races, circuit races? I like a good nighttime street race. Singapore is probably one of my favourites. Because A, it's at night, and B, it's a street. Travis, very true, says Gray. Indeed. Yesterday, Norris and Sargent, who's the rookie, obviously from the US, had the exact same Q1 time, but Stroll advanced because he finished his lap first. Wow, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? Norris, not Stroll. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. I must start reading these before I actually read them out. From what I can remember, says Mike, Hamilton starts slow at Bahrain. Could see him between P3, P6 for the first 2 laps. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is the year. He was asked in the show before, would he carry on playing for, this say, like, truth or lie. They had a lie detector attached to him. And they said, would he stick on Formula One until he gets his 8th title? And he said, yes. So, and it does go in circles. Like I say, do you remember when Williams were dominant, then Ferrari were dominant for 3 or 4 seasons? Then it's been Mercedes. Remember Benetton when they had a race team? And you can go as far back as Jordan. I know they never actually dominated at all, but Gray says night. Yeah, I like a good night race, to be honest with you. It's like having the floodlights on at a football match, isn't it? There's something about it. And at the start, the clean cars and oh, look at that view. I wish I was coming to you live from Bahrain. I know what you're saying, and you wish I was over there in Bahrain as well, then you could ignore me. But I'm not, I'm here, but I wish I was in Bahrain. It's the Shakir race course. It's the first race of the 2023 season. 23 odd races. No Russia again, of course, and no China this season. There's 3 sectors. And like I say, 57 laps there. 3 DRS zones, obviously on the straights. And there are a lot of corners. I didn't see what it came up to. So you cut turns 1 and 2. It's a sharp right and then a sharp left as the first 2 once you get off the grid. And for some reason they go to turns 5 and 6. Yeah, quite right. Yeah, Gray, I actually got it wrong. I thought he was associated with Watford, but I said that and then somebody laughed at me in the chat, so I got that wrong. I heard that somewhere, or I thought I'd heard it somewhere, that he was at Watford for a while. Mike, day above night, to be honest, as I like it around 3 to 5, seeing the sunset during the race. You old romantic, you. Walking along the beach, holding hands with your lover. Yes, Mike. So let's say, De Vries 19, Gasly 20. Let's just run through this again. Pastari 18th, Magnussen 17th. Sargent in 16th, Albon in 15th. Did anybody hear that, by the way? Because I have got actual sounds on for the radio, the team radio. Did anybody hear that? Anyway, Hulkenberg's in 10th, Ocon in 9th. Stroll is in 8th, Hamilton in 7th. Doesn't get any better this season, does it? Russell 6th, Alonso 5th. Come on, Alonso. Sainz in 4th, Leclerc in 3rd. And like we said before, Perez is 2nd and Verstappen is 1st. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that's it, Mike. I was getting the two confused. Did anybody hear that team radio come up on the sound at all? Just as in the middle of the grid there. Here we go. We are just a few minutes, less than a minute to setting off. I have the warm-up lap first. Thank you, Mike. And you think you're going to get better here? I've done it so that we can hear it.
Have a good race.
Did you hear "have a good race" there? I might have to do this a different way. I may just take the team radios off altogether. Well, let me see. As you can see, they are off on their warm-up lap. As always, TV is a little bit behind. Just coming up to 6 o'clock on the clock. A couple of them were a bit slow getting off there, including including Russell. So, if this works, if I'm allowed to do this, not only will we be able to watch the little things going round, which hopefully you can see. Can you see that? But you will be able to hear the radios as well as we go through. And I'll try and shut up when they start talking. Hopefully you can see the little coloured dots going round. So they're saying possible race strategies are to stop, starting with soft and soft, going to hard tyres, and then get one of them going to soft and one of them going to hard later. So they think those are the two race strategies. Changing tyres around 22 laps, just before halfway. Good evening, sir. How are you? Apparently Levy is there. I'm sure you would like him to stay over there. Yeah, they're all piling up. That's hopefully just at the start, Gray. You can make it larger, of course, if you go full screen. If you want me to, I can make it bigger. Let me do this. And tell me which you prefer. That one.
So it's your first race start. Have a good one. I'm sure it's going to be first race of many. And we'll do the best, okay? We'll be there for you. Take care, mate.
There we go. Does anybody prefer this one? This is a bit bigger now. Let me know which one you prefer. I don't mind being small. On this one, no problem. If that's what people want, I'm happy to. You just don't want to see my face in its full glory, do you? I just don't blame you. So the formation lap is coming to an end. This is interesting. There's going to be quite a few need to swap sides. This is getting exciting. We're about to go. And we are. They've set off. They've set off there. They're not set off yet on the TV. Well, Kate. Yes. I'm going nowhere with that, Kate. I'm leaving that one for you. So it looks like they've all got away. I want that one. I want that one. Is she there to spice up the race? So there's plenty of sparks off at the start. What I'll probably do, I will report off the TV, because obviously I can see what's going on more. So the graph is just there for everybody. Obviously they will spread out as we get into the race. But everybody is away. No first corner pile-ups today, which is it's nice to see. Means everybody's safe, of course. Verstappen now out in front. We've got a green flag already, which means the track is clear. The track is clear. Good to go. 2.99 a month, mate. $2.99. You get this. You get clips, videos, interviews, things that you wouldn't normally get. Obviously, if you weren't a member, really. You can, looking at this, you can do the leaderboard on its own, driver tracker. You can have commentary if you want. Obviously, I don't have the commentary. There's a yellow flag already now. Not sure what for yet. You're my sort of girl, Kate. You're my sort of girl. So it's all a bit of a procession at the moment. Verstappen is there first, Leclerc is second, Perez third, Sainz fourth, and Hamilton up to fifth. Hamilton has moved up to fifth. Russell has just done the fastest lap, but then we do have a yellow flag. Just checking that price for you. Yeah, $2.29 a month, Mike. $2.29. Oh, on YouTube it's free as far as I know, mate. But what you're seeing there isn't off YouTube. What you're seeing there is off the F1 website. So we're on board with Lance Stroll. Oh, he has contact there. He does make contact. Leclerc has moved up 1, Hamilton has moved up 2, Bottas has moved up 4, Norris up 1, Albon up 1, down, Perez has gone down 1, as has Alonso and Stroll and Ocon. Oh, oh God! Oh God! You see, I used to be a salesman. I know you'd find that hard to believe because I just don't see the buying signals. $1.99 a month, mate. We did have 3: bronze, silver, and gold. And it went up to like $6.99 a month. But to be honest with you, in fact, somebody, Dave, one of my co-presenters, he used to pay the top rate. And I've actually, because I've done this, it means he's now paying me less. But what I've done is I've merged them all together. It's now just Fox membership, and it's $1.99 a month, as Kate says there. Thank you so much, Gray. That does mean a lot. Thank you very
Possible.
much.
Some contact on the front, but I'm not sure.
Understood. We'll check the data.
There we go there. I'm guessing that was from earlier with Stroll. Yeah, and $1.99. Kate and Gray are both members, and I thank them both very much for that indeed. It is always appreciated. Anybody that wants to pay, I say, I know we're in a cost of living crisis, which is why I brought it down to $1.99. Yeah, Mike, she is. Oh, what wasn't I sales a person for? Holidays, mobile phones, and newspaper advertising in my time. And you can see why I'm now out of work. No, you can thank COVID for that. But yeah, Kate, I'm gonna employ Kate as my head salesperson. Right, there's a replay going on here. They're just showing the start again. This is with Perez. He didn't have a good getaway at all. No, he was
We've
well.
got track slippery out of turn 10. They'll be on the left-hand side. Stay right.
I hope they're coming through okay for you, everybody. But yeah, I made it. Oh yeah, it was Stroll. He collided. His front left. Oh my God, that looks like Fuels, the Southampton fan. As you can see, Verstappen is building up quite a lead out there. I mean, fair play to him. You know, he's got the best car. He's got the best team at the moment. You know, he's only doing what Lewis Hamilton had done for sort of 8 odd seasons. But as I say, I do like to see teams when they, other ones come through. It's like the smaller football clubs. I like to see the smaller teams doing well. It's a shame about Alonso. Like I say, he's dropped down to 7th. He's lost 2 places, Alonso. It's the second half at the City Ground, and it's still 2-1 to Everton. And we all went for a draw. Russell has just, again, he's still got the fastest lap. But that is quite a gap that is forming there for Verstappen over Leclerc. I think Perez is having trouble trying to get... Oh, he locks up a little bit there. Locked up, did Leclerc.
How does the car feel, Nico?
Yeah, pace is high. Sliding more than I would like.
Yeah, copy that. We're looking at a few things. Just try and get into a rhythm, and we'll try and help you.
There we go. I hope you guys can hear those okay. Red is in. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. Who are you rooting for in this race? Alonso for me. I know he's not going to win it, but I want Alonso. I want Alonso. I got the score right yesterday, but the wrong team, says Gray. We can all use that excuse, mate. All use that excuse. There's a turn 4 incident involving cars. Stroll. Oh, that came and went. I'm sorry, I didn't see that then, what the incident was. Four seconds the lead at the interval for Verstappen on lap 6 of the 57. So, yeah, FIFA stewards turn 4 incident involving Stroll and Alonso reviewed. No further investigation causing a collision. So that was that Stroll-Alonso clash that I mentioned earlier. Only Hamilton can stop him, but it isn't going to happen. He needs obviously, they need to get the car sorted, Mercedes, don't they? That's what they need to do. It's 0.7 seconds between Norris and Sargent. Bottas is now up 3 places, as is Sargent. And Magnussen is down 3 in the Haas, and Hulkenberg is down 5 in the Haas. So it's not going well for the Haases at the moment. I love those shots when they go over the camera. Are you in that shop? Are you on commission at that shop there, Mike? Tell you, good luck, mate. Yeah, leave us on. I'll speak to you when you get back. Thank you very much. I must admit, I've gone 2-1 to Manchester United.
Okay, Valtteri, don't worry about the Astons. We need to do our race.
Hamilton is currently running 5th. He's 1.4 seconds off Carlos. with George right behind him in his sister car. They've got different coloured numbers on the cars this season. Have God, I can't even think what I'm saying. The Mercedes. They've got different colours to try and make the drivers, I suppose, stand out differently. Hamilton 5th, Russell 6th as it stands. There's no team orders at Mercedes, so it could be interesting.
Okay, can we see back on tyres when you can? Currently P11.
They're okay, but the rears are going. I'm managing a lot, but it's necessary.
Everton, by the way, at the moment, as it stands, are up to 16th on the same points as Leicester City. I think Manchester United are having a good season, to be honest with you.
We're kind of just hanging here. Not much going on, so don't know if you want to think plan B.
Yeah, copy that. We're looking at...
That feels quite high, rear and front as well.
Russell is getting closer to Hamilton. And you just heard the Russell on the radio there. Is Lewis in managing or is he slow? Because I feel like I have a bit more pace. We had lost a place, had Russell, but he's got it back, and he does feel confident of catching up Lewis Hamilton. Oh, what's happened? Oh, I thought somebody was out then. Somebody went well. Oh, somebody locked up and went well wide and off. I think that was Russell.
Just remember to drink.
Remember to drink? Does anybody need reminding to drink? I'm pretty sure it was Russell that went off there. No, Alonso. It was Alonso that went off. Bloody hell, Alonso. Of course, the advantage for Russell here that he has got DRS on Hamilton, but Hamilton is too far behind Sainz to be able to take advantage of that.
We are a bit stuck here on the train. Just keep focus. Oh.
Magnussen for Haas, apparently he's on the hard tyre and he's in last place, and he is losing touch with De Vries, Alfa Toro, who are in 19th, currently over 2 seconds just behind him.
Go back to Strat 8, Max, and let me know if the downshifts change.
Verstappen has just done a fastest lap, and coming into the pits is Gasly. Stop time of 3.7 seconds. That's not bad. That's obviously just the stop time, not the whole time he was in the pits. But Gasly's coming out. He's now in 20th, and he is 19 seconds behind Magnussen in 19th. So that was I think that was a had to more than wanted to pit stop. I don't know, Kate, to be honest with you. I do like... Can I get up for 6 a.m? We'll see. You'll have to see. You have to. Will you get up early with me, Kate? That's the question. Do you want me to wake you up? Mike's back. Good evening, good afternoon, good day. Still solid for Max, indeed, and he's just put at the he's now got the fastest lap, and he is 7 seconds ahead of Leclerc. So I don't think there's going to be much trouble up front. Like I say, Russell is closing in on Hamilton. He's just one over a second
Man, I'm
behind.
losing the rears and the low speed. It's a joke.
Okay, understood.
And we've got DRS obviously available to Russell. Hamilton's too far back behind Sainz to take advantage. No team orders, and I think Russell is feeling he's got them. He's got the taking of Hamilton. Listening to that last radio message. Norris is coming to the pits. And as such falls back down to last. I won't ask what you were doing till 6 a.m, Mike. Kate. Alonso is right up the backside of Russell now. He's less than a second. In fact, he's 0.4 seconds behind Russell at the moment. Russell has got to be careful. He's gone from actually thinking he can catch Hamilton to maybe being caught himself. We'll see, Kate. We'll see. You're lucky I don't know how to contact you. Max is going to walk this. The fear of... Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? That is the problem.
Okay, thank you. Starting to kick in.
Understood.
Apparently there's been an incident involving car 31, which is Ocon, I should say. Inaccurate grid position, apparently. Wow, it's taken them a while. Just tell me if you can hear this, guys. No, you can't because I've got the sound off. Oh, dear. Let's try it this way. Don't know if you heard that one, guys. Probably it's not as loud as the other way that I'm doing it. So Bottas has pitted, so have Albon, Hulkenberg and De Vries. Hard tyres are being fitted. We'll work out who has gained and lost for you when they come out. I'm just trying something else, guys. There we go. Oh, shift work. It's the worst. I haven't done night shifts, but I remember having to work till 8 o'clock when I was at Nationwide. One day you could be doing this sort of 12 till 8 shift, and then the Tuesday they'd have you doing sort of the 8 till 4. It's like, there's absolutely no... Gasly jumped Norris in the pit stops, and it looks like Hulkenberg was the one to lose out, but he's all over the back of De Vries. Towards the front, it's all about Alonso and Russell. Alonso makes a move into turn 4. Russell isn't giving up and pulls back alongside. Although although turns 5 and 6, through turns 5 and 6. But Alonso has the racing line and eventually emerges fully ahead into turn 8. Just seeing it now. Alonso is up to 5th. Alonso has taken Russell.
Fernando, how are the tyres feeling now? How are the tyres?
Yeah, they feel okay. I think we should get going.
Leclerc is in the pit. And it's not giving me a time yet. He's coming in. Sainz is in as well. And Russell is in the pit. Hamilton's already been in the pits. He's in 8th now. Russell's stop time not good, 5 seconds. His stop time not brilliant there for Russell. So I'm guessing they're all going on to hard tyres. They're all going on to hard now, I can see. Having said that, the top 4 are still on soft. Pistori is in. He's got a new steering wheel. It's a long stop, this. Don't know what they've got. They've totally made a mess of this one. McLaren, what is going on? 42 seconds, he's still sat there.
When I get very close in braking, the front just, it's like it has uplift.
Verstappen is out. He came in and has come out. His stop time has not yet been put up, but he was 24 seconds in the pit lane. He's down to 2nd. Perez is now top. Alonso has come into the pits. Piazzori is still in the pits. His race could be over. It could be over. Wow. I don't know what's happening. No, he's still there in the pit lane. I don't know what they're doing. They're holding the tyres. I just don't know what's going on for Piazzori. But back out on the pitch, Perez leads 12 seconds ahead of Verstappen, who still holds the fastest lap. Russell is in 9th ahead of Magnussen. Alonso's in 8th. Bottas in 7th. Hamilton in 6th. Sainz in 5. Leclerc 4. Stroll is up in 3rd for Aston Martin. Verstappen is 2nd. And like I say, Perez is 1st. Come on, Aston Martin. Let's see you do it. Yeah, it was about a good time for them, wasn't it, mate? Ferrari made a couple of good pit stops. They're pleased with themselves. Stroll has radioed to say he's struggling with his gear, so surely he'll be in before too long.
It should be okay. Once we've done the pit stop, you'll be able to fire up with the new wheel. Once we've done the stop, you should be able to fire up with the new wheel.
I don't have anything on the dash. No, I've still got nothing.
Yeah, as we say, then it comes up, and Pistori has retired. He is out of the race. His first Grand Prix, I believe it was, and he's out, retired. That looked a good pit stop there for Stroll. He does drop down to 9th as it stands at the moment. Russell has just done the fastest lap. There's only Albon now. Albon, Sargent and Perez who are not on the hard tyres. Ocon's in the pit. I'm sure he'll be coming out, as is Magnussen. I guess they're going to be coming out with different tyres on.
Yeah, but I got a car behind me.
Stroll doesn't sound happy there, does he? Now, I don't know what's going on, Mike. I really don't. Don't forget, guys, if you're new, this is something we are trying out on Leicester Till I Die TV. This is Channel 3. Please do subscribe if you and...
The introduction is really, really bad.
He didn't, did he, Kate? Not at all. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Just the one. It's all under, obviously, Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. Please subscribe. And even if you subscribe, please smash the likes. I can't keep saying it does help the channel because it puts us onto people's home pages that don't subscribe to us. And if you want to join, as Mike was asking about earlier, if you do want to join, it's just $1.99 to be a Leicester Till I Die TV member. We've merged all the gold, silver, bronze into one, and it's now just the Fox membership, and you get all of the benefits, including discounts on the merchandise for just the $1.99 of your good English pounds per calendar month. So we've got 19 cars in the race now. 3 of them still on soft tyres. Not seem to be holding Perez up at the moment, who is 9.5 seconds in front of Verstappen in second. Albon is down in 10th. Gasly's gone all the way up to 12th, so he's having a good race up from 20th. And Sargent is the third one on the soft tyres. He is in 13th. Red Bull getting ready. Perez is going to come in, as indeed he does. Let's time this from Perez. Well, stop time 2.4 seconds for Perez, but it has allowed Verstappen to take the lead back. And Leclerc goes past him as well. As he now exits the pit lane, he can put his foot on the gas. Perez drops to third. Verstappen's got a 10-second lead over Leclerc. Perez in third, 3 seconds behind that.
The introduction is really, really bad.
But he's 8 seconds ahead of Sainz. Apparently, Piastri has had some sort of electrical issue. He had a gearbox-related issue on track, which we think is electronically related. They've changed the steering wheel, but that has not done the trick. So they've had to take him off. And it's a pneumatic issue. There's a pneumatic issue for Lando Norris. That would teach him for taking the drill out onto the track. And they are monitoring it at McLaren. Bottas is now up behind Russell. Russell, who not so long ago was saying, "Yeah, do you know what? I could catch Hamilton here. Has he got a bit of trouble? Because my car's fine." Yeah. At the moment, Russell, you're struggling. You're down to 7th. So you're only down 1 place from the start. 3/4 way, 15 minutes left to go at the City Ground. It's still Nottingham Forest 1, Everton 2. I don't want Forest to win because it's Forest. I don't want Everton to win because they get up close, same on points as us. A draw would be nice, but I'm not going to say come on Forest. Russell now has got the fastest lap in 7th place. What do you think of the graphics, guys? They certainly were. They certainly were. A drill, I know. Norris is in the pits. Lando Norris, will he come out? Yes, he's out. Norris is out. So he...
They are too fast on the straight, so I really can't give up. Copy, don't worry.
So yes, that was AlphaTauri's radio there. So Verstappen, Perez, Albon, Sargent and Norris are all on soft tyres. Verstappen, Perez, Albon, Sargent and Norris all on soft tyres.
So we have an issue. We're going to have to stop again next time round.
When do we have to stop?
Next lap.
Next lap?
Yeah, this time.
Oh, man. You may as well put me on the soft.
He's looking like he's having a few problems at the moment, Norris, maybe with the tyres. Majority of them are on hard. Cheers, Gray. Yeah, I was quite pleased to $2.99 a month. It's costing $2.29 a month. It's costing me, but I think it's worth it. Oh yes, 2-2 now. Blow the whistle now, ref. End it. Do I sound like Donald Trump? End the match. Johnson scores for Forest. At the moment, it's I mean, you know, up front, should we just give it to Verstappen now? 10 seconds ahead of Leclerc. They're just showing Lance Stroll's good lady. He's sat in 8th at the moment. We've only got the one retirement so far. We do, Gray. We do. Thank you, Kate. Glad you like them as well. Cheers.
Okay, Nico. So we are missing some performance from the lap 1. So it is making it very difficult for you. But just do the best you can. And we'll try and keep this tyre alive and then see what comes in the race.
I must start watching the what's the Netflix series about Formula One. Looking forward to that. Perez has just taken the fastest lap. That gives him an extra point, of course. Right. Oh, Ocon had a time penalty. Everybody. And there's been an incident. He did not serve it properly. So he got these his timings wrong. Incident involving Colm 31 noted serving time penalty incorrectly. Yeah, it's just come up on the screen there. They put a new cone on him.
But it's all these instructions. It's always instructions are like really bad everywhere.
That was Hulkenberg, by the way. And we have, like I say here, Verstappen has a very, very healthy lead. So the big losers at the moment, Ocon down 9, Norris down 8 and Hulkenberg down 6. The big winners, Albon are up 5, Gasly is up 8. He is the big winner at the moment. Hamilton's up 2 and in 5th. Can he get a pole? Apparently, replays from Ocon's original pit stop to service time penalty did seem to show a mechanic did start working on the car a moment too soon. He's down in P18 and has Norris for company. Wow. That's the last thing you want.
Nico has significant car damage. That's why he's in so much trouble.
Oh, Rosberg's got car damage. Verstappen is well in the lead. 11 seconds. Another fastest lap for Perez. I like that hotel, or whatever it is in the middle. 1.37169 is the fastest lap of the race. Not sure if it's the fastest lap overall. I can't remember what I said. Drive to Survive. That is it, Kate. That is it. I started watching it and my Fire Stick has lost it. So I need to find it. Drive to Survive. That's the one. Hamilton needs a pole. He needs something. So Verstappen is like a length away from Leclerc. Perez just behind him. Then Sainz, Hamilton, Alonso, Russell, Stroll, Bottas, Albon, all following up behind. Verstappen is very close to actually lapping Norris and Ocon. So McLaren coming and Norris taking Ocon there. In the Alpine, whatever you want to say. But Norris is up to 18th. In the orange car of McLaren. So, like I say, we've got...
I'm still not close enough. Good job.
That was Leclerc there. We've got 5 on soft tyres, everybody else on hard. 2 of the top 3 on softs as well, and one of those has just done the fastest lap again in Perez. So it is, we're coming up to 24 laps, not quite halfway. Verstappen is leading, and we've got Red Bull first and second, and the Ferrari second and fourth. So pretty much how we started out at the beginning on the grid. Hamilton's up to 5th though, Alonso in 6th. Hamilton, though, he's 30 seconds behind the leader. He's about 4 seconds behind Sainz in 4th. Unless something happens, I pretty much this think is how the race could end. I mean, when you look on that graph, Verstappen is just absolutely miles away. Ocon has got another 10-second penalty. And he served his first time penalty incorrectly, so they're giving him another 10 seconds. I bet that particular...
So we are happy with your management now? Happy? This is good?
Yeah, they have more deck, so let's think how to use it. Let's get closer. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, I think that mechanic there at the Alpine garage isn't going to be invited out for post-match drinks. Alonso, happy with the management. With your management now happy, this is good. Alonso racing up there in 6th place. Alonso it points out that Mercedes are suffering with their tyres more than he is. Let's think how we use that information, he tells his team. 15 seconds in total. Ocon's been stopped in penalties, time penalties. Verstappen, yeah, I know. I can't. It's going to be his year again, isn't it? You don't know. You don't know. Oh, there's an overtake there. Is that Sainz on Perez? It is. No, it's not. It's Perez on Leclerc. It's Perez on Leclerc. 13 seconds behind his teammate, but Perez is up into second. Takes a nice little gentle overtake there past Leclerc. So now we've got a Red Bull 1 and 2 and a Ferrari 3 and 4. 5 and 7 are Mercedes, 6 and 8 are Aston Martin. That was at turn 1. I can't even get my drink in my mouth. Perez has been on the soft tyres for 10 laps. Leclerc on the hard for 12. So we could see that when we think, looking at it at the stands, I don't think anybody would probably argue if I said that Verstappen's gonna win it. It's the nearly 14 seconds, 13.9 seconds ahead of his teammate. Hamilton says, "Let me know what you need me to do. Do I need to pick up the pace?" And he says, "We're happy with the tyre management," says his team. He's had those tyres on for 13 laps now. But yeah, so Perez 13 seconds behind Verstappen. And Leclerc is 1.5 seconds behind him. But then it's a 14-second gap from Leclerc to his teammate, 13 seconds behind. Hamilton just behind them. So yeah, the first 4 places were as it started out on the grid. Hamilton's gone up 2 and Russell down 1.
And we are going plan A -3. Plan A -3.
Okay, I think plan B could be. Wait a second. Yeah, I think plan B could be a solution also. Think about it. It didn't feel too bad.
Understood.
That was Charles Leclerc, by the way, from for Ferrari, having a natter with his team. Just seen a close-up of Lewis Hamilton. He's behind Sainz and in front of Alonso. But he's 12 seconds behind Sainz. Coming out the pit is Hülkenberg, who's actually stopped behind Ocon. He's behind Ocon. And of course, Ocon had the 2 stops, didn't he? The 2 penalties. Oh, Ocon. Oh, he's now got another 5-second penalty, for this time for speeding in the pit lane. What is happening with Ocon? That's going to be his third time penalty. 20 seconds, 5, a 10 and a 5. Good God. What is Ocon doing? He's having a mare. Yeah, it depends. I think that's why Hamilton was asking about what he wants to happen with the tyres. So there's a new nose cone going on. Is this for Hülkenberg?
Okay, man. Hopefully the performance is back. Let's just see how we can do on this tire. Maybe get this race back to us somehow.
What did you see? Was it significant?
Yeah, it was a good chunk. It was big.
It felt significant.
Norris is in. Not sure what they were putting in. Ocon, they say he's got that 5-second penalty. Norris is just coming out the pit now. Ocon is in 17th. He's 14 seconds ahead of Hulkenberg. But like I say, come on, referee, blow that whistle at the City ground. Alonso is only 2 seconds behind Hamilton. So could we see a spurt from Alonso? Norris has pitted again for medium tyres, and also another. Well, that was when he was in the pits a second ago, and it was topping up his engine's pneumatic systems apparently. That's his third stop of the night. Meanwhile, Verstappen has said his front tyres are beginning to give up the ghost. They are 14-lap-old soft tyres, and they are starting to give up the ghost. Well, he did have a bit of a haunted look on his face, didn't he? Oh, come on. That's the first one of the day. Let me have that one, guys.
Is that a joke?
It wasn't really, was it? No, I'm not going to lie. Gasly's in 14th. Not doing bad to say he started at the back, which was a bit of a shock.
I can't manage, has to just on me.
Hulkenberg in 18th place has just done the fastest lap, 1.36. Wow. Hulkenberg in 18th, fastest lap. We are over halfway in the race now. We have got 30 laps under our belts out of the 57. Bottas is in the pit lane. Alfa Romeo there. He's come out. He's down into 15th though. No, he's not. Can't believe Hulkenberg has got the fastest lap when he's so far down. Is it just me though? I am seeing a lot of these. They are pushing it. You know, you've got to stay within the lap limits, but you're allowed to go on to the. If you like, I suppose it comes with the hard shoulder, the red and white sidings. There's some. I know they have been warned sometimes about going over.
Box.
My tyres are okay, man. That's short my run.
Undercut threat.
Hamilton is in the pits. He says his tyres are okay. They're not. They've changed them, and he is out. So Hamilton went in on hard. What's he coming out on? That sounded wrong, didn't it? Stroll is now in for Aston Martin. That was a quick stop. He's still on hard, Hamilton. Stroll, 2.4 seconds stop.
Let's give it everything we got.
So Stroll has come out in 8th place. Hamilton's down to 7th. 16 seconds behind Russell, though. Wow. Just seeing if I can see how many stops they've all had. It's not showing me. Yeah, Hamilton, he did pit Hamilton, like they say, there was an undercut threat. So Hamilton in 7th, but 16 seconds behind Russell. Can he make that up? He has got literally almost half the race to go, just under. Russell's being told to box now.
Is getting on the walls now. Copy, Joe. Keep pushing for now.
Sainz is in. Sainz is in as well in the pit. Russell's in the pit, and I think he's on his way out. No, he's coming in now. He's coming in now, Russell. .3 seconds for Sainz, 2.5 seconds top for Russell. Wow. I'm surprised there aren't more crashes in the pit lane, to be honest with you. So let's see where they're all coming out. Russell comes out and he is 7 seconds behind Hamilton, but he's got Stroll up his arse. 0.3 seconds. Can Stroll take him? He is very, very close. He's going down the inside. He's taken him. Stroll has taken Russell. Stroll is up to 7th. 7 seconds behind Hamilton. There's only 3 seconds now behind Sainz. Russell down to 8th. Good overtaking roll there by Stroll. Went down the inside. Kate, thank you very much for popping in to say that you didn't like about Formula One. It's always a pleasure to see you. Remember, I'll wake you up at 6 o'clock in the morning. If that's a promise or a threat, Kate. But have a good one. All the best. Yeah. That is so true. That is so true, mate. So that is the best result for us. It leaves Everton. Let's have a look. Leaves Everton on 22, still in the. Leaves Everton on 22, still in 18th place, and Forest are now just 2 points ahead of us on 26 points. Fastest lap has gone to Stroll at Aston Martin on the hard tyres. We've now only got 3.
Esteban, we're going to box this lap, please. We have another time penalty to serve. It's 15 seconds.
Oh, I missed that then. Who got the not Ocon again, surely? There's 5 seconds was his. He just said 15. So Stroll now, Aston Martin doing. They're my team this season. I'm going to nail my colours to the flag. Aston Martin are my team. I like a bit of Aston Martin. You did, Chris. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. You did call it earlier. I think it's probably not the biggest surprise. Verstappen and Red Bull dominance. Anyway, in the pit comes Leclerc now. Norris has had 3 stops. He's on medium tyres. Leclerc, let's have a look. It gives me a time. 2.3 seconds stop time for Leclerc. He's behind Alonso now. Alonso's only had 1 stop though, Alonso, but he's in 3rd. Leclerc is coming out in 4th, having had 2 stops. Sainz is in 5th. Hamilton 6th. Stroll with the fastest lap is in 7th. I don't mind Alonso. I wish he'd look a bit happier. But I do like Aston Martin. You see, guess what? That's the thing. I can't call them cognizant or whatever it's called, but I do like a bit of Aston Martin. Yeah, can't go wrong, can you? Well, I mean, forget the lead. 14 seconds is out in front. 34 laps gone. It's Verstappen's race unless he crashes or has a engine or tyre problems. Perez second, and he is 24 seconds ahead of Alonso in 3rd, who is 8 seconds ahead of Leclerc, and coming in is Perez. Perez is coming in again. Let's just sit on board with him. I love those overhead shots when they come into the pits. It's tyres, and he's out. And his stop time was 2.7 seconds. They've been watching it. Chris Ocon's had 3 time penalties. A 5, a 10 and a 5. Yeah, it probably does, in fairness. Who's coming in now? Alonso is coming in. He was third. This is going to drop him back down. Mechanics are on it. That looked like a quick stop. He's down to 5th. Will he come out in front of Hamilton? That is the question. No. Hamilton takes him. Hamilton's into 5th. Alonso comes out in 6th, just ahead of his teammate Stroll in 7th. Yeah, they are great. Yes, they are. Just showing a replay there of Perez's pit stop. And again. Tell you something, wouldn't it be nice if you could get your MOT done that quickly? I tell you. That would be nice. So we've now got 3 only on soft tyres. Verstappen, Zhu and Magnussen. We've got Norris's on medium. So, as it stands at the moment, you can probably see it there on the graphic. Verstappen is in first place. Perez is second, 38. Well, no, it's only at the interval. Let's just wait till they get past that. Perez is second. Leclerc is third. Sainz is fourth. Hamilton fifth. Alonso, who was third until that pit stop, is down in sixth. Stroll is seventh. Russell is now in eighth. Bottas is 9th for Alfa Romeo. Albon for Williams is 10th. Gasly for Alpine is 11th. Just have a look what's happening here. They're getting the tyres ready at Red Bull. Your missus has a Merc. Well, if she was cool, she'd have an Aston Martin. "20 laps left to go. .3 second stop it was for Verstappen. But he's in a bit of... Alonso has now done the fastest lap. 1.36.156. Fastest lap ever is still 1.31447 by De La Rosa in 2005. Alonso is literally half a second behind Hamilton now. I think he's going to try and take him, obviously, and he's just done the fastest lap. Toto Wolff not looking very happy there. Team principal and CEO of Mercedes Racing. Those cars are very similar when they're both coming towards you. Now we're on board. No, we were on board for a second with somebody. Yeah, indeed. Was never able to get him on, unfortunately. Wasn't able to get him on. Alonso in 6th with the fastest lap, so he gets the extra point as it stands. But it had obviously at one point it was Hulkenberg down in 17th. He was just having a look then, Alonso, just having a look behind Hamilton. I would say he's all over the back of him. At the moment, this is the battle of the race. The closest of any of the drivers. Alonso, he can sniff blood, Alonso. He really can. Oh, he's going for it. He's gone the outside. Can he take him? No. Hamilton. No, he goes on the inside. He's got Hamilton. He's got him. He's taken him. He tried him on the outside. It didn't work. Went behind him, and then he went up on the inside. And Hamilton had to give way. And Alonso is now up to 5th.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was a shame, Gray, but it all happened. He was going to come on with Elton, and Elton got COVID, so it didn't quite work. That was Alonso. Alonso going, yes, let's go. They're just saying here it was a good move from him, but has he got any life left in the tyres? He has been going really full beams ever since he pitted a second time. So he's after Sainz now, Alonso. Vamoose, indeed. Jeff, hey Chris, just popping in before heading back to bed. Myra's a lucky girl then, isn't she? Hey. Formula One not really my sport. To be honest with you, I mean, we all like football and we all have like second sports, and I guess this is mine. I do like those, like the battles that we've just seen between the Alonso and Hamilton. Now, Alonso is only 3 seconds behind Sainz, but he is also only 0.7 seconds in front of Hamilton. So a bit of an Alonso sandwich here. Stroll is just short of 6 seconds behind Hamilton. Russell in 8th, Bottas in 9th. And they reckon that in two laps, Alonso will be able to challenge Sainz for 4th place. This is quite a good race. If you're forgetting the fact that Verstappen and Perez and to some degree Leclerc are all kind of where this is, where they could be. I mean, if he manages to get past Sainz, he's still going to be sort of 9-10 seconds behind Leclerc, but 0.8 seconds between Alonso and Hamilton. Hamilton must fancy the fact that he can get back. Just saying then that Alonso is looking feisty. He is making this race exciting. It's not always the battles for the first place.
Testing in practice inside on Formula 1. I've been doing these things. Why open at it now?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Let's stick with it. Come on.
Ocon says in testing in private, since I joined Formula 1, I've been doing these things with why penalty now? Oh, somebody went well off there. I think that was not well, it had to be Norris. He kind of almost took a diversion. You know what I was saying before about making sure that all the car doesn't go off the lap? He did, and a bit more. Get into bed and warm me up, Jeff. Is that what she's going to say to you? Oh, Leclerc! There's a yellow flag and Leclerc has pulled over. Leclerc's race is over. Oh, he stopped. We've got a virtual safety car out. We do have virtual safety car out. We have a virtual safety car. Now, it's going to be interesting because, of course, everybody's going to catch up with everybody. Charles Leclerc, not sure what has happened. He stopped on the track. He's pulled over. No power, no power, no power, he said. He lets his teammate onto the podium. That's what can happen in Formula One, just when you think it's all going well for you. He pulls safely over to the side, but of course we've got to have a safety car because he's technically still in the racing area, racing zone. Piero Fiore, the vice president, doesn't look too happy there. And they're going to get the car off pretty quick, I think. They'll absolutely say nothing wrong with it. They can just push it off. But Sainz is now up to third. Gasly's in the pit lane. He was up to 11th, Gasly. Wow. So Leclerc is out. Woof. Quite a few players, quite a few drivers went into a pit then while we had the VSC out. New season, same old Ferrari. The keeps giving. Yes, indeed, Chris. Leopards don't change their spots. The team that hasn't, to be honest with you, I don't really think it's done much since Schumacher left. So we're back a racing. Verstappen obviously still in the front. Perez 10 seconds behind him. Sainz 22 seconds behind him. But now only 2.3 seconds behind Sainz. It's Alonso. Go, go, go. I'm sorry. Come on, Fernando. Hamilton's in 5th, Stroll in 6th, Russell in 7th, Bottas 8th, Albon 9th, Gasly 10th, De Vries 11, Zhu 12, Tsunoda 13, Sargent 14th, Magnussen 15th, Hulkenberg 16th, the two Hasses together, Ocon 17th, Norris 18th, Leclerc 19th, and of course Pistoria is out as Leclerc gets on the back of a scooter for a ride back to the pit lane. Both Haas cars went in, so did Sargent and Albon. It's worked out for Williams. Albon remains in 9th, ahead of Gasly and De Vries. 1.5 seconds Alonso now behind Sainz. Yeah, just saying that Alonso is sniffing a podium. Pretty sure I said 1 Max, 2 Perez, 3 Alonso on my prediction. Yeah, well, let's have a look, shall we? What did you say? That was right at the beginning, wasn't it? Chris, you went 1 Verstappen, 2 Perez, 3 Alonso. Chris, can I ask you a question? What are the lottery numbers? The lottery numbers for next week, please. Alonso. Oh, Alpine is the Alpine there overtaking. Esteban Ocon is out of the race. Esteban Ocon is out of the race. And to be totally honest with so we've got 3 out now. Ocon, Leclerc and Pistora. They are all out. Ocon might as well have gone out. He had that many time penalties. Yeah, you know, you have to wonder why he was there. So Alonso now less than a second behind Sainz. 44 laps gone. Gasly's just done the fastest lap. The Sunder here in 11th tries to do an overtake move. Doesn't quite come off for him. Oh, does it? Does it? Yes, it does. He gets a place there. And now he's after the AlphaTauri. Takes him as well. Takes two drivers in one move there for Yuki Tsunoda for AlphaTauri. Took his teammate as well. Took his teammate De Vries and then took Zhu. There's a lot of them on soft tyres again now. Half a second behind Sainz and Alonso. Can he do it? Come on, Alonso. Fair play, Chris. Fair play. I know what you mean. Great. Wow, what an opening race. Travis. Hello, Travis again. Sucks for Leclerc.
To protect position. If I push, to be fair, I might not make it to the end. But okay.
Right. Who? That was Sainz. That was Sainz. He's getting worried. Try to protect position. If I push to defend, I might not make it to the end, says Sainz. Whoa. Driver of the day.
There's no pressure from behind. Just taking it home.
Driver of the day. Sainz tyres are 13 laps old, but Ferrari did suspect they were going to struggle. Alonso now. He's right up on him. He's up his backside. Driver of the day. Who do you think so far, guys? Albon, Tsunoda, Zhu and Sargent all battling for 10th. Ocon is out. So it was wrong with his car. Leclerc failed whilst on track and pulled over. And Pistori, he's going for it! He's going! Oh! They're neck and neck! They're next to each other. No, he tries outside. Sainz locks up a bit, but he holds him off.
Great timing. The Red Bull now as well.
Yeah, copy that. Not the luckiest day, but keep going. You're doing good.
And he's got him! And yes, Alonso has got him. He's taken him. He's into third, Alonso. Come on! Now he's only 25 seconds behind Perez. I'm trying, Gray. I'm trying. I've messaged him, but he's ignoring me. Yeah, good point there, Travis. I did say. Russell has done well. He's one down to where he started. I've got to say I can't see past Alonso. Well, he's 25 seconds behind Perez. He's not going to make that up in 11 laps. And he's just now Sainz. He's about 0.8 seconds ahead of Sainz, so he's pulling away. Question is, can Hamilton get up to fourth? He's 0.6 seconds behind Sainz. Sainz is getting slower and slower. Sainz is getting slower. They're just re-showing the overlap, the overtake. Overlap. I need to get my Formula 1 words, don't I? Oh, it went close. Did they touch? I'm not sure whether they actually touched there or not. Oh, I think they could have done. I think they could have touched.
Gasly, 14 seconds behind. I expect him to drop off soon.
I hope.
Yeah, Sainz's back wheel, back right, and Alonso's front left did touch, but no damage. So now we have got Sainz is 1.3 seconds behind Alonso. Hamilton hasn't really closed it down. As much as Sainz is falling back behind Alonso, Hamilton isn't really making any headway. But Hamilton is 7 seconds ahead of Stroll. 2 places up, Hamilton. He started on 7th, he's up to 5th. Now he's got it well down. Now he is on Sainz. He's got it down to 0.2 seconds. Just as I said that, just as I had my Murray Walker moment and said he's not closing down, he is. He is. He is there. He's got him in his sights. He's going for it. No. Sainz shuts the door on him. Hamilton can sniff this now. He's got DRS on Sainz. Can he take advantage of it? Sainz in 4th, Hamilton in 5th, Stroll in 6th. We're on board as I'm watching it with Hamilton here. He's gone a bit wide there, Hamilton. 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Just showing Fernando Alonso overtaking Sainz earlier. Let's hope his tyres hold out. That mechanic looked a tad nervous for Aston Martin there. Hamilton is on 10 points at the moment. Verstappen 25, Perez 18, Alonso 15, Sainz 12.
But we are okay on fuel and all these things, no?
Everything is great. Everything is good.
So we are back on board with, I believe, with Hamilton here. He just can't get up close enough to take him. He had it a minute ago, but he was behind. He's fallen a little bit more behind now. He's 0.6 seconds behind Sainz. Sainz is now 3.3 behind Alonso. Alonso's in 3rd. Stroll is in 6th. Aston Martin are doing very, very well, thank you. Murray Walker, leg end. Yes, indeed. Listen to my intro, mate. He gets a few mentions on there. Yeah, did well not to collide. They did. They kind of like that, didn't they? Be interesting to see who gets it. I would give it to Alonso, I have to be honest with you. I certainly would not give it to Ocon. He's had more penalties than Harry Kane. Norris is in the pits. Hamilton now 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 seconds there. He's in that range behind Sainz. About 7 laps to go. Can he do it? He is right up his bottom. I just don't know. He's just not got that kick. He's just not got that kick. Sainz is slowing down behind Alonso, but Hamilton just can't take advantage of the DRS at the moment. There's a few nervous Ferrari mechanics there tapping their feet. So 6 laps to go. 8.9 seconds between Sainz and Hamilton. He's not being able to close it down. Oh, indeed he is great.
On level 7, avoiding all the curves. Just let me know if the situation changes behind.
On level 7, says Alonso, avoiding all the curbs. Wow. I think Alonso's saving grace is that Sainz is dropping behind. So yeah, 3 people have retired from the race: Pistori, Leclerc, and Ocon. Everyone else is still running, albeit in the case of Norris, a lap and a half down. Oh, poor man. 59 seconds behind Hulkenberg he is. That's not a very happy garage there. Mick Schumacher in the garage next to Toto Wolff. Hamilton's now a second behind Sainz. So like I say, Sainz is slowing down behind Alonso, but Hamilton appears to be slowing down behind Sainz. He's running out of laps, is Hamilton, but Alonso's still first. So all the top 8 are on hard tyres. Gasly has the fastest lap. He's on soft in 9th, and then it's soft down all the way down, except for De Vries, who's on hard in 14th. I want Hamilton to get it because obviously I want the British to win it. Not to win it. To win it. I'd like to see him get his 8th. Max Verstappen, nearly 11 seconds ahead. He's had nothing to do, really. He's had a really quiet race. He could have pulled over for a win, got back in and still won it. So Hamilton is now 1.1 seconds behind Sainz. Sainz 6.3 behind Alonso. Verstappen's just lapping people here at the moment. They are very kindly just moving over and letting him through. Stroll's gone up to 6th. Stroll is up to 6th apparently. Russell is now down to 7th. Wow. Didn't see what happened there. Just showing Magnussen in 14th, De Vries in 15th. Just showing it here, Lance Stroll. Oh, he went way, way, way off. Way off there with the Alfa Romeo. Like he was taking the slip road. 52 laps gone. I don't think he's falling. He's 1.4 seconds now behind Sainz. He isn't going to do it. And I think what we're seeing now is the top 6 staying as it is. It says, Hamilton has dropped out of DRS range of Sainz at the moment, while Stroll has had a lapse in concentration and run wide, allowing Russell to close the gap. McLaren have had reliability woes, as have Ferrari, as we know. Tyre wear has been a problem for many, while Ocon has had a nightmare of an evening with 3 separate time penalties, accumulating in his retirement. And Gasly is still holding on to the fastest lap, and he's sat in 9th place. Hamilton now is 1.8 seconds Hamilton is 4 seconds ahead of Stroll. He might just be racing it out now. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to change now, Gray. 4 laps. Fernando and 98 career podiums Alonso has had. Do like that car. That's sleek. The green and black with the yellow line splitting them. Showing Albon down in 10th for Williams in their blue. That's a nice blue car, blue and black, and a light blue split. That is very nice. 4 laps to go. Verstappen now is only 10-11 seconds ahead of Perez, because he was 24 or so at one point. Tsunoda is after Albon for 10th. So Tsunoda's in 11th for AlphaTauri. Albon for Williams is in 10th. And there's less than a second between them. That's the closest fight that is going on at the moment on the racetrack. Thank God, that Williams car is beautiful. Beautiful. What film was that from? Bruce Almighty. Beautiful. Yeah, Hulkenberg now, they've noted multiple...
Car won't turn it. 10.
Copy that, Lance. We need to brake earlier. We can't push the front like that. Lock up is not going to work. Hulkenberg have given a 5-second time penalty to Hulkenberg for constantly going off the track. And we're not just talking, obviously, about when, they miss control or they skid or they hit or anything like that. It literally is when you are racing and they're going, like I say, totally. They've got to keep one. Well, usually they're right tyres, front and back, on the track. It's like when you're playing snooker and you're leaning over the table. You've got to keep one foot on the ground, even if it's your toes. And he's not. He isn't. 3 laps to go. Gasly is the biggest gainer of the day. He's gone up 11 places. Started on 20th on the grid, and he's finishing in 19th for Alpine. Biggest losers, well, apart from the 3 that have gone out, Hulkenberg and Norris have both dropped down 6th. Hamilton's now 2.5 seconds behind Sainz. He's not gonna do anything now. "35 career wins Max Verstappen has had. Lando, we've had our 3rd strike. Track limits turn 7. We must not get any more.
Oh. Indeed, Gray. Indeed, you think I'm never correct? Yeah, most of the time I am. I tell you what, well, all right, it's not been an exciting race to see who's going to win it. I grant you that. I do grant you that. James, hello, sir. How are you? Welcome along. Thank you for not winning today. But thank you for getting well done for getting the point against Forest. I just couldn't decide who I wanted. Forest, obviously, I didn't want to win because I don't like them. Everton, it keeps you below us. I'm sorry, mate, but it's the truth. I can't lie. So a draw. I went for 1-1, 2-2. You got me a point in the predictions as well. We are coming up to the last lap very, very soon. My drive of the day is Alonso, and I think I've said that for a while now. Gasly's gained 11, Albon's gained 5, and Bottas has gained 4 places. Gasly is in 9th. You're literally going to be on the last lap any minute now. Well done, Gasly. I mean, he started 20th, he's finished 9th, and he has got the fastest lap as well. You'd probably expect that because he's got a decent car, and he's, look at who's at that end of the race.
What tire are these? They don't feel so much grip.
Soft tires 1 lap out.
Final lap, everybody. We are on the final lap as Max Verstappen goes over the starting grid. Yeah, that is a tough running, James. And I'm sorry we couldn't do you a favour against Southampton. We were just shit. The Red Bull Christian Horner looking extremely self-satisfied there. So, last lap, Verstappen is going to win it. It's going to be a 1-2 for Red Bull. But Alonso back from outer space. Just turn around now. Sorry. Alonso there is going to end up on the podium. Nice to see him back. He's had 98 podiums. This will be his 99th. You can't begrudge him. I know. I'm sorry, Gray. I am sorry. So here we go. He's coming round to take the checkered flag. Max Verstappen 11 seconds in front of his colleague. Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag. Max Verstappen wins it. The Red Bull mechanics are up on the fence. Perez takes second. 11 seconds behind. We're going to have a bit of a wait now. We are going to have a bit of a wait for third. But it is at 1-2 in the first race of the season here in Bahrain for Red Bull. Fernando Alonso, Aston Martin third. Yes. He crosses the line. He's doing a little bit of a wow. A bit of a snake there. And why not? Look at the mechanics for Aston Martin. They are so happy. And Alonso's got to be happy. He surely has. Well, he does look extremely happy. Yeah, I mean, last season he finished 9th in the championship with Alpine. He left Alpine. He's moved over to Aston Martin. And there, well done, mate. Well done. It's all over. It's all over, the first race of the season. And it's just like it finished last season. But I'm going to say 99 podiums now for Fernando Alonso. 2,061 points plus whatever he gets today as the fireworks goes off. This was his 359th Grand Prix, literally just updating it as I was reading it there. He's got 2 world championships. As somebody said earlier, I think it was Mike, probably deserved more. Of course, his highest place finishes are first and highest grids are first as well. Born over there in Spain. Well done, Fernando. Moves to Aston Martin. And that's what you get. That is what you get. So...
Yes, mate. Well done. That's P3.
Yes! What you have done, guys. What you have done. I'm so proud of you. This is amazing.
That's for Jim's 60th birthday.
Happy birthday! The 60s are the new 40s.
Why not, mate? Why not? Enjoy it. You enjoy it. Let's have a look what you've been saying. Sorry, I've just while I was doing that. How's the race been? It's been good. It's been exciting. What first and second was never going to be in dispute. Let's be honest with you. We had a bit of a battle when it was pit stops, and we had a bit of a car stoppage as well with the virtual safety cars. But apart from that, it was pretty much all where it was expected. But the battles were basically, I think, from third down to 10th. Those sort of battles were the really ones. Ocon spent most of his time serving time penalties. He got 3 and eventually came out the race. So let us have a look and see how things stand then as we look at it. So Verstappen is in first, obviously. By God, they are lighting his car up. Look at that. Wow. Fireworks off in the background. A big wheel there. All in gold race 01 winner. And his car is pulled up. It's a good job he's not shy, is it? Goodish James. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a classic. I think those days are gone with these cars. It was with the dominant cars, just that dominant. Red Bull gives Verstappen wings. It's early to predict, but cannot see anyone beating Verstappen. Red Bull as a team are on a roll. They are. You were right, James Hamilton, another dud car. Yeah, it looks to be, doesn't it? It looks to be. Great result for Alonso and Aston Martin. Bottas, Gauzy, Albon were also excellent. Yes, they were. Mercedes have been poor, Gray. That's why Lewis Hamilton will find it hard to catch Verstappen. And of course, here we go. Alonso, unbelievable. He's going to go and find his team. They're all big hugs. They are happy, and quite rightly so. 0-0 at the moment, apparently. Gray says United and Liverpool. I don't know how long they've been playing for. So, let's just go up that race then. So, Ocon, Leclerc and Pistori. Well, Pistori retired. Leclerc stopped mid-race. And Ocon
first
retired.
Race, that's P12. Was a very good effort. A good race, mate. Multi-stop, a lot of operational thing. I think you did great.
Well done, Logan. Good first race. Well managed.
Thank you. I really appreciate this weekend, guys. All the hard work paying off. Thank you, guys. Awesome job.
There we go then. So, yeah, I'll come to Sargent in a second. Norris was 17th, a lap and a bit behind. Zhu 16th, Hulkenberg 15th, De Vries in his maiden season, I believe it is, 14th.
P7. Tough day in the office.
Yeah, tough weekend, everybody. Let's regroup and keep on pushing. It's only race 1.
That was Russell, by the way. Magnussen 13th. Sargent, was who just heard him before the first one there, 12th. That is not bad for a debut race. Well done to Logan Sargent. Obviously, he could have a major impact this season. And if he doesn't, he might get some corporal punishment. To Sonder in 11th. Albon then into the top 10 in the points. Albon 10th, Gasly 9th, Bottas 8th, Russell 7th, Stroll 6th, Hamilton 5th, Sainz 4th, and then the podium in 3rd place. Aston Martin, absolutely well done. This is the guy I'm going to be following this season. Aston Martin, Alonso in 3rd. And then the 2 Red Bulls with the wings, as Gray said, Perez in 2nd, and Verstappen, a stroll in the park in 1st. Now then, let me just see if I can find how the race has finished. Indeed it has. So let me just go back to
Here we go. They've not updated it as yet. My stepbrother will be happy that Verstappen won. He's put a bet on him this week to win. I don't think he'd have got very good odds, would he? If we're honest. Now, let me just see if I can get the drivers and the constructions up somewhere else. So, gentlemen, that is the end of the... Well, it's the second show, but the first live watch-along. Do you want more of these? Please let me know. Like I say, I've never done this before. I have got to get used to not saying players and to saying drivers and not remembering to say cars. So please, like I say, if you want me to do them and Leicester aren't playing on Sunday afternoons, I'm happy to do them because I like a bit of Formula One. Gray, thank you so much. Yeah, you want me to do them. Alonso has said Aston Martin's pace is too good to be true. So let us have a look. No, they've not updated any of the standings yet. But guess what? Red Bull and the constructor will be leading the constructors, no doubt. James, thank you so much, mate. Yeah, like I say, if it's what people want, I'm happy to do it. Otherwise, I'd just be sat watching something on Netflix or Amazon. Let me just quickly see if Sky have done anything yet, or let me just Google it. 2023 F1 leaderboards. That's the predictions. Let's go back. 2023 F1 standings. I could do like a good league table. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Racing News. RN365. RacingNews365.com. I've done it. Oh, good ones. So, Max Verstappen, 26 points. In fact, let me get rid of this now because obviously the race has stopped. So we don't need that. No, because I don't believe it. There we go. Here we go. So, first, Max Verstappen with 26. Second, Sergio Perez, both of them Red Bull on 18. Third, Fernando Alonso, Aston Martin on 15. Fourth, Carlos Sainz on for Ferrari on 12. Hamilton is fifth on his Mercedes with 10 points. Stroll 6, Aston Martin on 8. Russell Mercedes 7th on 6 points. In 8th place, it was Bottas from Alfa Romeo with 4. Gasly gets 2 points, and he gets, obviously, I think he gets the point for the fastest lap, if that's still working. He's in 9th on those 2 points. Albon 10th with 1 point for Williams Racing. Let's have a look. So, Red Bull, 44 points out in front. Aston Martin, 23 points in second. Yeah, well done, Aston Martin. Mercedes, third on 16th. Ferrari on 12 in fourth. And Alfa Romeo with 4 in fifth. Alpine are in sixth with 2. And Williams have got 1 point in seventh. Aston Martin in second. Stop the season now. We will be back for the next race. And when is that? When is the next race? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look when the next race is. It's going to be Saudi Arabia. And it's going to be 2 weeks' time. On the 19th of March, with practices on the 17th and 18th, and obviously, like I say, the race itself is on the 19th, I believe. Yeah, the race is on the 19th. Practice 1, 2, and 3 are on 17th and 18th, with qualifying on 18th, and they say 19th it will be the race itself in a very long, thin track in Saudi Arabia. I'm going. I've enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Let me know in the comments, like I say, if you want more, and I will do more. I enjoyed it. Alfa Romeo third. What can we say? Aston Martin third. Wow. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'd almost forgotten about the football. All the best, guys. Take care. I will see you soon. And as always, some things don't change. Here's Arnie.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
I'm looking for Dr. Goodhead.